All right, North Carolina, get here, because we do have some good news. Finally, Jefferson Griffin has taken his ball and went the fuck home, because he has done his concession speech, and basically allows now the Board of Elections to certify Allison Riggs as the Supreme Court Justice seat. Um, and of course, he did make a statement of saying that, he, as a judge, often has respectful disagreements with his judicial peers. While he doesn't fully agree, he was like, I respect the court's holding as I have respected every judicial tribunal that has heard this case. No, you have not, sir, because you have ran this shit up and down the judicial ladder and back down again. And you were going to run it back up again until I think somebody was just like, hey, we're not doing this no more. Sit down. He also stated that, of course, everybody has their right to their day in court. And, sir, you've had several. You have several. So Riggs will take her seat on the North Carolina Supreme Court, giving that a 5-2 Republican lead. However, that's still, it's still a way for that to be flipped, like later on down the line, but it still gives us hope in, making sure that things are seen fairly. Now, if she would have lost, this would have made that a majority of 6-1. So this was absolutely important, but it was absolutely important so that he could see that you cannot lose the game and then go and try to win the game by new rules instituted. And that's literally what was going on, y'all. He was basically trying to throw out 60,000 votes based on rules that have newly been entered as North Carolina rules and policies for voting. These were not instituted at the time of this election, and therein lies the issue. Now, before y'all go and celebrate, I want y'all to remember we are still fighting with Governor Josh Stein over the power grab that they have, because remember, this same Board of Elections that has to do the certification for Riggs absolutely got members voted in by the state auditor Bolick. And remember, he's the one who's behind doing this power grab from the governor. And this is something that is 100-year-old rule that the governor has always chosen who is on this Board of Elections. But y'all want to change the rules after you lost. So, North Carolina, I know this seems like a win, but don't get complacent. Don't get too happy, because y'all still got to fight. So stay tuned to this one, because we're going to see, again, this is another 6 month in the making and ongoing, because of course, Josh Stein and his attorneys have, tried to file injunctions and stuff to stop this from happening. But of course, Bolick went ahead and exercised his quote unquote right to add people to this elections board. So y'all get ready, because primaries are about to be a bitch, and y'all need to pay attention, because you're going to get a lot of these Republicans that are starting to see folks are waking up and understanding and paying attention, and they're starting to try to get a little bit nicer so they can be like, oh, don't worry about when I was crazy. I was just doing that shit to make you mad. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make y'all forget what they were doing, just a few weeks ago. Stay on target. Pay attention.